second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. You said I'm a haddest kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
But you weren't that calm though, right?
This is very calm. When you want to chime in and you do this. When you have a lot to say and you do this, I think that's
Do you
calm.
feel that? Do you feel that? I mean, that maybe they would have gotten to you if it just.
We're gonna see the tape.
Yeah.
There are so many times where I would do this, but then I would, if somebody was cooking. As a matter of fact, this is all I wanted when I raised my hand. You know how if something's happening in class and you raise your hand and the teacher goes, that's all I wanted from anybody.
You wanted to be called in right away, or just at some point, or
no, to acknowledge that I got something to say. So when they finish, let Brandon speak, since he's the guest of honor.
Yo, what's good? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, it is another one. So listen, look, we have mediocre tutorials and reviews in the broadcast room. Shout out to him. Been following him for a long time too. And yes, man, you know, very upstanding guy. Listen, look, he did he broke it down with the Fresh and Fit situation where they had Brandon Jamal on, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we all know, you know, Brandon Jamal came out with the, you know, basically it's a hit, you know, making truly common sense out here. You know, let's just being honest, you know, with the single mom situation. So, yeah, obviously, he got Frank Castle off Fresh and Fit, man. And yes, it's serious right here. Obviously, the young man is still red pill raging to a degree. And, you know, I haven't truly dove off into it. So, but right now we're about to dive off into it together. Let's put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
From the Fresh and Fit podcast, just kicked out a guy for going too hard on the 304s on the podcast, which is generally not what happens. I think I've only seen one other guy get kicked out throughout the entirety of the Fresh and Fit podcast. So he must be extreme, right? Well, what's interesting about this kick out is that this guy goes by the name of Brandon Jamal. Now, if you recognize his face, he is the same young brother that just dropped the song, So Now You a Single Mom. Da-na-na-na-na-na. That's been going viral over the past month or two, all across the interwebs. I want to say on his platform alone is over 2 million, maybe 3 million views. And he's created or began to create a name for himself based off of the song. But what happens is that in podcasts, you begin to hear people speak long form, which gives you a lot more information into the true content of the character. And this guy's extremely extreme, for lack of a better word, so extreme that Myron had enough of his ish and kicked him off of the show. Let's go through some of these components because I think there's a lot of lessons in here, especially when you begin to gain status within your life and how it is that you choose to display that status as a man and also how you deal with conflict. So let's get active.
The more you talk, the stupider you sound, you stupid motherfucker.
Damn.
Look at the chat. The more you talk, the stupider you sound.
Look at.
You got off.
Yo, the gentleman right here, he goes by the name of Tommy Sotomayor, and he's also known for going hard on women. And notice him shaking his head. No, he's.
Hey, though. Hey, you know, I had recently got into YouTube like in 2019 and stuff like that, but I was hearing about the old heads, which is like Tommy Sotomayor or stuff like that, you know, the gentleman like him. Yeah, they would, you know, been doing that, you know, for a while. And yeah, the look on his face, and I did go back and, you know, look at some of Tony's old footage, old videos, things like that, to kind of come concurrent back when I first got into this, but yeah, though, man, yeah, he looking like, what the hell's going on out here? Like, hey, Tommy was even shocked. But, all right, let's keep going.
Totally not with the shit. So Brandon Jamal is currently arguing with this woman right here, who, from my understanding, was a 304 like ex-stripper, and is talking about that she's in good position to get the type of man that she wants, all type of craziness. And he's combating this with the Pampers in front of him, which is where he's known for. But just continue to listen to the way that he's going at this woman, her response, as well as the response of the other men in the room watching him as he turns up.
You got off of work. Didn't go to sleep.
No,
Your dumbass couldn't go to school on time.
Why would I get out the strip club and not take a shower? Like,
guys, how about this?
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
It took you 45 minutes to an hour.
Are you driving way less than you used to? Do you
Yeah, they gonna give me commercials around this joint. Hold on.
Go to school?
Did your parents? I just said I got out at 6:30. I used to lie to myself.
Let's reset real quick. So this is what we'll do.
Oh my
Brad,
God.
I'll turn it to you. You can say what you want to say, and then I'll turn it to her. She can respond,
God.
and then we'll just go one mic at a
I
time.
ain't got shit to say to her.
And then
She said enough.
You want to move? You don't want to?
Oh no. She said enough.
Yeah.
She got here.
I just want to let Brandon finish his thing.
Get her out of here.
And then-
Shout out Global
And then we'll
Pre-Dub.
let her
I
respond.
think they like me better
Shout
than
out
you.
Global Pre-Dub.
Okay.
Get this bitch up out of here.
Who is
So I think Global Pre-Up is like his own podcast.
this guy?
Who
I
is
just
this
heard
guy?
of him today.
Let me tell you who this
Pay
guy
attention.
is.
I just heard of
This
this
is the guy who
guy.
got
You sound it's goofy. I'm not
Can I
gonna.
tell you who I am? Real quick, bitch. Can I tell you? If you don't mind.
Yeah, he was. Yo, sorry, Brandon. Sorry, bro. Hey, listen, look, man. Yeah, you was turning up a little bit hard, but I get it though. You know what I'm saying? He just started getting into this side of the red pill space, if that's what you want to call it, whatever. But the thing of it is that it was like just out the gate, super overly aggressive, and it was way too much. It was way too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was way too much.
I'm a guy whose TikTok
Look at
from 70K to 300K in a month and a half because of one song. I'm the motherfucker whose video got 2 million views
I
on
didn't watch it,
YouTube.
though.
I'm telling you who I am, bitch. I'm breaking it down. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. I'm the motherfucker whose video got 2 million views in less than 2 months, and the only promotion has been his social media. I'm the motherfucker who got 1,500 orders of merchandise. It's my silhouette on the logo. T-shirts, motherfucking hoodies.
$1,500.
1,500 orders, motherfucker. I stuttered. My bad. 1,500 orders. Niggas is buying stickers with my logo on them. Hoodies with my logo on them. Motherfucking T-shirts with my logo on them. I got a song in Spanish that motherfuckers been begging for.
I thought you were gonna say
My
150,000.
YouTube
Niggas said,
channel.
what did you say?
My
1,500.
YouTube channel grew from 9,000 to 118,000 in a month and a half. Shut the fuck up when you talk to me, bitch.
Yeah, you crashed out, bro. You crashed out. You crashed. Hey.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Yeah, you crashed out, bro. He crashed out. Yeah, man. You was. Listen, look. I know when Fresh&Fit go hard in and things like that on a chick, it's because by that point, the chick had just been way too out of line. After a certain point, it's been times where they were trying to correct and bring a woman back into, logic and mental stability. But, he was just going hard just off the rip and gate and stuff like that. I mean, I get it, bro, but yeah, you're gonna have to calm down off the red pill rage, man. You're gonna have to calm it down a little bit, son. No bullshit, bro. You got something good going for yourself. You know what I'm saying, Brandon? You shout out to Brandon Jamal, but yeah, though,
Thank me in the morning.
You got something good going for yourself, but you got to calm your ass down a little bit out here, son, as far as when you get on these podcasts and stuff like that and just going in overly hard. You really do.
Like this straight because in real life I would.
Now, we saw this dynamic happening in the other Fresh and Fit show where it was the bald buff dude talking to the overweight family guy. When the bald buff dude asked the guy how much money that you make, it wasn't the other guy's turn to start talking about all of these different things that he's right. Like he just made a joke out of it because it's really not that serious. What we're looking at right here is an ex-stripper challenging. And here's the thing: when an ex-stripper challenges you and you feel the need to quantify things in your life that you just became popular for, it screams to me that hurt, that dug deep, and you're letting your insecurity show by getting on her level and trying to say all of these numbers. We don't need to know all that stuff, bro. And in fact, knowing all these things puts you in a weaker position as a man because it's like odd peacocking. The numbers that you talk about are dwarfed in comparison of the numbers of any of the other content creators that are up on here. By the way, I reached out to Brandon Jamal for comment to see if he can provide any more context or light on his thoughts and what it is that he's saying right here. He hasn't reached back out to me yet, so we got to go for the video right now. But this at this point just look like he just wants to be disrespectful for the sake of being disrespectful.
I'm a man beater.
And you would go to jail, you stupid mother. But since you don't.
Yeah. Yo, Brandon, bro. Yeah, you going way too hard. Way too hard, man. Way too hard. You know, you have to break things down into moments in time. You know, and it just wasn't no need to just go that damn hard. I definitely agree with mediocre tutorials and things like that. Yeah, he was going way too hard with that.
Don't go to school, you don't realize that if you hit a motherfucker,
you're in the same place as I am. So what does that mean? Like we're in the same place.
Not in the same place.
No, I'm doing better than you. I bet. I'm doing better than you.
Are gonna reset here.
Yeah.
Yo, Tommy.
Yeah, she said I'm in the same place.
Who the hell here is sucking his dick? Somebody here is sucking his dick, and I'm gonna find out. And I need a man. Which one of you guys
now
here is sucking his dick?
All the men's sexuality in here.
Now, my problem is that he's not paying attention to the other men in the room. He's not paying attention to the levels in the room that everybody's at. You know, he got Tommy Sotomayor sitting right next to him, a legend in the damn game. Shout out to that. Real talk. And if Tommy Sotomayor, you know, has been going hard with, you know, trying to correct situations with, you know, men and women basically in these spaces for decades now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was time for Jamal to sit back and learn something at that moment in time and stuff like that. He had the legends right there. He needed to sit back and actually gain knowledge instead of talking too much. He was off the rails right then. This is red pill raging, real talk. This red pill raging. You know, I get it. You know, all men have been there at some point. You know what I'm saying? Every man has, once we actually find out, you know what I'm saying, the difference of whether we need to actually you know, love women or not. You know, hey, shit, it is what it is. But yeah, though, hey man, yeah, he was totally out of context. He was totally off the rails. I'm talking about off the rails.
Here. You know, that's what they do when they're wrong. They go to the sexuality every time. You know this. It's a tale as old as time, a song as old as rhyme, a future single mom.
All right.
God forbid.
So after this point, they go into the super chats. What I wanted to show you guys is what inevitably led to the kick out, which was him being frustrated that he wasn't getting enough airtime.
The mindset that I'm kind of hearing right now is a little bit selfish.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you guys are all like saying all this stuff, but you guys are all like my age, and no one's married yet. No one's married. Like no one has an official relationship. Like,
you mean the women or the men here?
Everybody.
Yo, who's the viral here or not? May I speak? What the? Are we here for these bitches or me and bro? Like for real? Like can I?
If it was only men on the show, I don't think
raising
it
my
would be
hand
that
and nobody lets me
successful.
talk. You want to hear what this yapping heifer has to say except for the viral? What the fuck is going on here?
You're corny.
If we can let these bitches talk all day, can
chill
I just
the fuck out, man?
Chill the fuck out, man.
What does he think he
Chill the fuck out, bro.
I'm that nigga, man. I'm leaving.
Right? Who is this guy?
All right, bro.
What the fuck?
All right, bro. Just
LOL.
Just leave.
What a cornball.
Some castle?
You're doing too much, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure am. A whole lot.
You're doing too much, bro.
Now you singlomom.com. Get your merch.
I'm
Man, get
not
out
a
of here,
single
bro.
mom. What a
Fuck about it,
weirdo.
man.
Respect.
You left your diapers. You know they're expensive. You can't. I don't know if you're gonna be able to.
Nigga, man.
This guy was stocking diapers the entire time. Like, make some
You can tell when
contributions.
somebody never had anything in their damn life when they keep bringing up, I did this on TikTok.
Like, you got
And
it.
he kept saying it like this nigga has a
Tell me, you did way
Did he
more.
make $1 million
Yeah.
on
He's, the
TikTok?
shit he's done is
Like,
like that's
cool.
corny as hell. It's just you can tell he's never done anything, he didn't do any shit in high school, didn't do anything in college, and the only thing you have is this,
It's a
and
viral
you just
video.
keep saying it, and it got ugly and irritating.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do want to say this.
Yo, get him out of here, bro. Get him out, Chris. Get him out of here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Turn.
Tired.
Yeah, it's so odd because it's almost as if he's acting as if he went double platinum. Classic case of a man who gains fame or money out of nowhere. Maybe he didn't have it like that before, getting completely to his head. And at the moment that he could utilize another platform to continue whatever goals that he has within his life, he blew it. Meanwhile, his behavior is the exact same type of behavior that you wouldn't want to see out of someone creating content like this. Because now he comes across as emotional, he comes across as cringy, providing the talking points that any dude that talks about this type of content has some innate issues that they got to work out.
It did, and I knew it was going there. That's why I wasn't saying shit. He was getting on my fucking.
I can see you by your face.
You were checked out.
He was getting on my nerves, and you know I usually when I'm here, that shit was just.
Yeah. So at this point, everyone's on the same page here, and now the mess is gone, so to speak, and there's still diapers on the table.
Look like one is in a cup.
That's the sweat diaper.
Jehovah Jireh.
This is crazy, bro.
Did he drink?
What a
something?
weirdo.
One of the girls left. That's so
I knew he was a weirdo.
Absolutely terrible showing. Maybe I could get a hold of him. We can have a conversation regarding his strategy here. But you don't want to act like the single mothers that you create songs about. Hopefully, this is a learning lesson for him. And I would say, if anything, bro, know what podcast that you're going up to. Men watch this section, this portion of Fresh and Fit, because they want to hear the ladies talk. They have sections of content where it's just you being interviewed. That's your time to lay your claim to fame. But over here, you listen to them talk and you trump out what it is that they're saying with pure logic.
Hey, True tells that for real though. Shout out to Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews for covering that. And, actually, what I'm saying, providing the essence that we need to really understand. And also, too, yeah, I definitely wholeheartedly agree with also what brother Tommy Sotomayor said, things like that. It just got way out of hand. To young Brandon, man, I really hope that you pull things back in, brother. You started something that at the end of the day that can really go far, but you cannot keep crashing out like this, bro. Brandon Jamal, you cannot keep crashing out like that. You got super popularity. I'm pretty sure it's going to be income coming in from this sector that you're doing, being creative like this. Dude, you do not want to keep crashing out like this in public. You need to relax a little bit. We know you got numbers. We know you got, status with, the numbers and fame and stuff like that from your pages and things like that, brother. But you cannot keep crashing out like this, especially when you get invited to super platforms like this. That was his time to actually do some real shining. That was his time to conduct himself amongst other legends in the game, technically, that he could have built his platform up to a higher degree. It could have took him to a different level at that moment. But, at that moment, he did crash out. I'm willing to be like, okay, I understand, maybe, let's give a better opportunity. Hopefully he looks back on all this right here, reevaluates himself and figure out a better way to do things. Other than crashing out like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest here. But hey, though, listen, look, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.